uh, on Saturday at midnight. So we're gonna be inviting each quadrant up to give their own little fucking speech and debate amongst each other. So first up, we have LR with Leah and Rye.
Hey there.
Hey.
Larval, get out of here. Okay. I forgot to introduce my co-hosts, Redstein and Jive.
Hello, everybody.
Oh,
Hello.
why does Mock's voice sound so deep?
I don't know.
What's going on?
What do you mean what's
Okay.
going on? You're up here to debate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mock, would you like to start them up?
No, you can start them up.
You got it. You got it, Mock.
Okay, so you guys saw my debate structure earlier, right?
What?
Okay,
No.
All right. So just introduce yourselves, I guess, and then we'll move into a 2-minute question section, and then you two will debate amongst each other, and then we'll do some closing remarks. So, Rye, why don't you go first?
All right. Hey guys, I'm Rye. I am one of the candidates for LR, clearly. I've been on the server for around 2 years now, just under, and I would like to run to represent the Libertarian Right Quadrant. Why I ran is because I'm looking at the Libertarian Right Quadrant senator election not as a popularity contest, but actually as a Lib-Right Quadrant senator election, unlike what I believe my opponent looks at it as. I am, of course, clearly dedicated to the Lib-Right Quadrant. Ever since I took my first political compass test at the age of 14 in 8th grade, I've been in Lib-Right, and I believe that I've always had the same... I believe I've always had the same views, and I believe that my ideology isn't subject to change because I'm a person of hard and thorough research before I make any political opinions. I'm going to say now that I'm clearly the only tried and true LR candidate. If you looked at Leah's test results on the political compass, you could see easily that she'd actually fit into the centrist quadrant much better than the LR quadrant. She's, I believe, X2, Y -1. That's literally centrist quadrant. But we can see that, first of all, I am more dedicated. Second of all, I am the only real LR candidate. And third of all, I am the tried and true, consistent LR candidate. I'm very active on the server. I understand the needs of the LR quadrant. I've listened to you guys. I understand that the LR quadrant wants more autonomy. They want good representation with their senator, and they want someone that actually represents the ideologies of the LR quadrant. So with that, I'm going to let Leah speak.
Okay. I'm Leah.
Thank
I'm
you
a
for that
classical
lovely
liberal.
paragraph,
I'm a
Leah.
straight woman, unlike Rye, who is bisexual. And I am a true social conservative. You might have seen me be active in many server trans debates or COVID debates. I have some based viewpoints. I've been in the Lib-Right Quadrant ever since I joined the server, except for a brief period where I was trolling as an auth-right. And I have run every single senator election that I've been around.
Erection?
I'm killing
Erection.
myself. Every single senator election that I've been around for. And so I don't know why Rye was trying to talk about dedication when I'm clearly the more dedicated one here. I've been in the server since winter, spring of 2020. And yeah, I hope to represent the Lib-Right Quadrant.
Wonderful.
That's very cool from both of you. So I have another question. If you are elected, what are you going to do about the Romanian menace that is currently haunting the server? You know, they got new fast internet and whatnot. So what are you going to do about the problem?
All right,
Right.
so Romanians are a serious threat to the sovereignty of our server. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think anyone wants Romanian on the server except for Romanians themselves. So as the real LR candidate, I believe that everyone should take action and bring themselves up in arms, and we should physically remove the opposition.
Very good.
Isn't that Authoritarian.
No,
Shut up.
physical removal is a lib-right ideology.
Okay, Leah, what do you think about them? What is your? How are you going to stop them?
I would like to announce that I am not only running for senator, but I am running for mod. So
Excuse me?
if you would mod me,
You're
I
not
would get rid of the
disqualified.
Romanians very quickly.
Okay, that's cool. So let's get on to a more serious question. If you were elected, how would you improve your chat? What would you do? Right.
Is this me first? Okay. Listening to the Lib-Right Quadrant over the past almost 2 years, I've seen a consistent want of two different things because I believe that the Lib-Right Quadrant is suffering in terms of the treatment of how it, enacts with the community, with the political compass. Firstly, I have two main ideas, and of course, these can be worked with the members of the LR chat later on. But firstly, I believe in better representation for the LR quadrant and the LR chat specifically, and more protection under chat freedom of speech. So I believe that since the mods are listening right now, I'm directing this at you. If I am to win senator, I want myself to represent the LR quadrant, and I want to make sure that the modding that is going on within these chats is something that they believe is acceptable. Because ultimately, if we win our quadrants chats, we are representing our quadrant. I want more freedom within the quadrant chats, and I want my quadrant chat to be happy to be able to freely express ideas without being wrongfully accused by other mod members. So that's the first prong. The second one is that I believe in doing community events, and of course that's a broad topic, but I've wanted to do other community events before, and I've done some. I would love to do more debates. I love debates. I had done a flag competition, and I'd love to do more of those. And not just that, but my ideas aren't everything that I'd like to do. If the chat comes up with other things that they would like to do themselves, I'd be completely open to. I believe we need to have further involvement with the LR chat, because ultimately the LR chat is going to die off if it doesn't have more community involvement. So I'd like to have more community outreach.
Thank you, Rye, for that lovely 12-point font Times New Roman Chicago style paper. So, Leo, how will you improve your chat?
Well, it's no secret that I haven't been the most active in Lib-Right chat. I'm usually found in general chat, but I'd like to change that. Lib-Right, we do talk about politics a lot, and I'd like to get in on that more, but I'd also like for us to have community events where we do things other than politics, like maybe play Jackbox or something, so that we can have a tight-knit community.
Short and sweet. Perfect. Fuck.
I have a
Take it away
question.
with the next question.
Okay, I want to hear from each of you. What are your thoughts on Hoppians?
Disgusting. They're horrible, and I hate them. And actually, I shouldn't be saying that. Lib-Right's gonna be mad
You
at
just
me.
lost the LR vote.
I did. I just lost.
I like their economic policy. I don't like their political policy as much when it comes to monarchism. But I think that Hoppianism is a natural progression of Murray Rothbard.
Oh, that's very cool. No idea who that is. All right, Mock. Ask a couple more questions, why don't you?
Do I have any more?
Yes, you do. You can think. You know what? Water bottle. Do you have a question you want to ask?
Okay, what is your guys' opinion on e-girls?
So I would just like to say first that Lib-Right is literally voting between a cowboy and an e-girl. So I'd like you guys to choose wisely. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. So I have a question I thought of. If you were, I think you kind of touched on this, right? But if you were elected, would you, maybe implement a couple quadrant specific events, maybe Jackbox every now and then, something to engage your quadrant chat and quadrant VC?
Yeah, easily. As long as the quadrant chat wants it, then I would do it. Of course, I would want to see an audience of people that want to get involved, but as long as I see an audience, I'm going to do it.
I think it might be interesting to have debates in the voice chat because a lot of the time in LibRight chat you might see the same opinions. It's kind of like a circle jerk, but like there are a lot of diverse LibRight ideologies, so I think we should explore that more.
Very cool. I think
cool.
we have some choice words coming from the person who should have won, Graven.
Oh, great.
I'm not gonna lie, Bozo kind of lost pretty hard.
What's his question?
He lost by 1 vote unfairly and unjustly. Leah cheated.
That sounds kind of like mod bias. Like, I'm gonna
Where the
report. Okay, come up here, Graven. Someone bring
Graven, come on.
Get up here, Graven.
I was trying to figure out how to do it. All right, first off, fuck you. LR's dead. It's all just a theocracy to Nickel.
Okay, what's the question?
Cool.
Wait.
What did he say? I didn't hear him, but whatever. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, LibRight, for your time. And
No.
best of luck-
No. They're not done.
okay.
They need
Not
to
done
beat each
Yeah,
other
they're
to
not done.
death.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. All right, this is 2 minutes of argument. Go. Let me give you a question. Actually, that's pretty hard.
Yeah, give him
No.
a question.
No.
what
Give
is
them
the
a
other
reason to vote
thing?
for you.
Shut
Yeah,
up. Yeah, give him.
Wait,
give
oh,
give
wait.
someone a reason. to vote.
Leah, you can go first.
Rise a faggot.
No.
Well,
No.
look, this is where it gets you.
No.
This is where it gets you.
No.
Now, I
Okay.
was mine
No,
was
that was actually-
question-based,
that was
and
actually
this is
pretty
where it
funny.
gets you.
But
man.
okay, now that she's given her ending remarks, I am just going to bat on her for a few different topics that I'd like to bring up. Firstly, I already brought this up. Leah isn't a real LibRight. She's a centrist, and she even said herself that in the beginning she was LARPing as an AR. I've always been LR. I've always been that here, and I've always been out of the server in LR my entire life, so I'm the more dedicated one. Secondly, Leah doesn't own any guns. Wouldn't a real, true LR senator own armaments? And I don't mean like just a piss poor handgun. I mean like real armaments. Wouldn't a real LR candidate have a whole arsenal at their disposal? I'm pretty sure Leah does not have that. And then third and finally, to the funny little thing that she said at the end there, which I actually do find funny. I mean, I have multiple screenshots. I don't believe in trying to smear you or anything, but I have multiple screenshots suggesting that you aren't or weren't in the past straight either. So I believe we're actually, on the same page here. And if I really wanted to smear campaign you, I could show that, you're just hiding your sexuality because you're afraid to show it to everyone. But besides that, I close.
Okay. Thank you,
Ryan?
LibRight, for your time.
Thank you, Rye.
Thank you,
I've
All right,
since
Leah.
grown.
Leah.
Hold
Bad
on.
job.
Leah, you have 20 seconds.
Okay.
No, Leah has no time. You have 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Go.
I have since grown. I am no longer considering myself bisexual, and also I would own guns, except I'm extremely mentally ill.
Okay, that's 10 seconds.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, Rye, for joining us. We're
you,
now
Ryan.
going to
Very
turn
well.
to...
Best of luck to both of you.
Yeah. Okay, so next up we have, I think, Oth left, right?
Yeah.
Honey? And Nicole.
Nicole.
Make them fight.
I
Nicole is
am.
here.
Romanian, you're not coming up.
Yeah, you're not coming. You get out of here. We'll deal
Well,
with you
do not
later.
come.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
okay. So let me give like a preamble to
Hello?
this. These two have been fucking arguing in paragraphs for the last week. Everywhere in chat when they're active. It's nonstop. It's fucking insane. You're gonna hear like, I don't know, 30 of those tonight. So you're on, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, of course. I just want to say that I think I'm worthy of being the AL senator because I am a much more active user than Nicole. While I have had around 60,000 interventions in this server over a year, Nicole has had only 8,000. I have had almost 10 times as much interventions in AL chat as Nicole has had, and I'm just much more active. I think that's very important. I think I'm very hardworking as well. I think I'm I'm devoted. I dedicate myself. I think I have novel ideas, which I'll elaborate on in a second. I think I'm practice centered, and that sort of thing. That's the main reason why I believe I should be the AL senator. I have a few ideas I can mention, or maybe I should leave those for afterwards.
Yeah, leave those for afterwards. We'll get into the questions.
Okay.
Okay, Nicole, what's your little introduction?
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm not Asian. Sorry for Asian fishing. And
You sloth.
and
Continue on.
I'm running because I thought it would be fun and interesting. And I just feel like Off Left is kind of dead. And I do respect Euron for really trying to put his whole Eurosi into this. And is really just trying to make it a better place. And I respect that. And I thought that was admirable. So I wanted to be like that. I want to be active. And I noticed that we have a lot of new members and not very active people. And I feel like we could work together and all of us in Off Left could stop fighting and just try to be nice to each other and, have a not a safe space, but a fun place for people of diverse yet somewhat similar ideologies to convene.
Thank you, Nicole. For the sake of time, we'll be limiting both of you to 2 minutes each for questions. I know we didn't do this for the other Librite debate, but this is a special one, considering the paragraphs, because I just looked at that chat and wow. But first
Euron
question.
made me cry.
Wow. First question. What will you do to improve your chat?
Okay. I'll go ahead and answer this one first. And I have a few ideas. First of all, of course, it's AL debates. It's mostly centered around community event in the quadrant, because I think it's important to cultivate, a culture of thinking, a culture of discourse, like it's traditionally been where there was here Seek, Champagne, me pick, and other people that I'll get to that eventually as well. So for AL debates, for example, there could be discussions of Marxism. I know there are many different variants of this general ideology, so there could be discussions, socialism versus non-Marxist socialism, China and the United States. I'm pretty sure that's very interesting. Reform or revolution, pragmatism or idealism, and something I very much want to do is like an AL theory session. I know if we read like traditional communist theory, we read like Animal Farm 1984. That could maybe radicalize some of us more. Maybe some movies as well. And I'm sure I could convince, were I to be elected, I'm sure I could convince some members like Champagne, Yakasto, Saido, me pick, even Salvatore, if you consider her AL, to come back to the quadrant. It would be a mass, it's the opposite of an exodus, but to AL. That's generally the idea. Yeah.
Holy fuck, I fell asleep during that. Nicole, you're up next.
Don't be rude.
Don't be mean.
It's fucking boring.
You're
Nicole,
a
go.
Mock.
Good job, Euron.
Sorry, my phone locked me. Hold on. Okay.
Let's go. Pull up the
Hi.
speech. 2 minutes.
Okay. So, oh no, I don't have a speech. I just got locked out of my phone because I'm dumb. So basically, I think that one of the biggest issues with AL is that it's kind of dead, and I think it's because I used to be in with left, and I know from experience that the other quadrants have fun. We don't have fun in off left. We just argue about things, and whenever new members come and they're like, "Hi, my name is so and so. I like this." People are like, "Fuck you." And so I think a lot of people don't want to be in off left, and that's why the chat is kind of dead. And I think we need to make it a more fun place to be, where people, because off left has so many differing ideologies and we're all obviously very passionate about them. I think we kind of maybe, I really like Euron's idea of theory and things like that, but I also think we need to do a lot more fun stuff, just things that don't really have to do with politics, or that do but are so vague that we can all sort of agree, that sort of give us that unity aspect that I feel like off left is missing from that other quadrants have. And also, oh, okay,
Continue.
yes. No, I mean, it was just one example, but I could save it for later.
Okay. I have another question for you too. If you were elected, I know you both touched on it, obviously, so this can be a quick question. If elected, what will you do to, what events will you have in order to, make your chats more active and also your quadrant VCs?
Yeah, so basically, as I mentioned, hold on. Yeah, as I mentioned, it would be just debates in general. I do agree with Nicole as well. I think some ideas like more social events could be implemented. I'm not sure if it would be a good idea to do like jackboxes in quadrants specifically. Maybe that would be like it would be better if that was like a whole server thing. But it could be cool to have like it could be cool to have like a competition between 4 different quadrants, or at least like AR versus AL or LL versus AL. You could have like different people